The Snapper losing streak at John Cain Arena when they face Melbourne United on
In the East
Sunday.
Parklands, Bartell's Road is closed near East Terrace and Kettleville Terrace for the Harvest Rock Festival. Kicks off tomorrow, so driving home via...
And the wraps have come off next year's Tour de France. It will begin in Barcelona for the first time in 2026. Now checking 5AA traffic.
In the East Parklands, Bartell's Road is closed near East Terrace and Kettleville Terrace for the Harvest Rock Festival. Kicks off tomorrow, so driving home via that area and Fullerton Road will be very slow tonight. Eagle Farmburst, Watermain, Montague Road near Fairfax Road and quite busy South Road Mile in both directions. Cameras, Porter Expressway, Gilman and First Streets at Gawler South. Epic weekend deals on now at Autobarn. Score 25 to 30% off trusted brands including Century, Penrite, Pioneer, Kicker, Maguire's and Turtle Wax. Ends Sunday at Autobarn. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Mostly sunny this afternoon, rain increasing in storms tomorrow 25, Sunday showers 21 and Monday cloudy and 20. Right now it's 23 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, why fishers are divided over bag limits being halved as the algal bloom bites. The Pope and the King, 500 years of bad blood dissolved in the Sistine Chapel. Some of the NBA's biggest stars arrested over an alleged mafia-run betting scheme. And the gender pay gap, how it's shaping the super balances of Aussies. 9 News, your news, night at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey.
I am flabbergasted.
And Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
At 6 after 4. Good afternoon. Welcome to our Friday knockoffs. It's always the best feeling reaching the end of the week, isn't it? No more work, time to kick into the weekend, and there's sport aplenty around the place. So much so it gets you right into a good mood for the weekend. Rowey, Timmy G, good afternoon.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Happy Friday, everybody. Just love this day. And I tell you, there is a feast of sport out there at the moment. You can't avoid any of the sporting prowess that's going on at the moment. You've got to keep your eyes open. A bottle of Rusden's Black Guts on the line. Every Friday we do this, and I'm telling you, if you've never tasted one, it's worth ringing on 8223 Give yourself a chance of winning one of those and just sitting down on a Friday arvo and going, hey, thanks, Rowey and Timmy G. This is a really nice drop. Beautiful stuff. Hey, 38,000 packed out the Adelaide Oval last night, and look, 50 over cricket. We know that it's a game now that's probably been superseded by T20 as far as the entertainment factor goes, the colour, the lights, the family atmosphere, and off it goes. 50 over cricket, of course, is a traditional game from about the mid-70s when the World Cup started in 75. But there's a period of about 20-odd overs in the middle where it goes at about a run a ball. And I've got to say, I would like our listeners to sort of give us their feedback. The crowd of 38,000, I'm probably not being disparaging here, but there probably was about 8,000 Aussies. And you were there, Sam. You were at the ground itself. I reckon the Indians, their passion, their love for the game, plus seeing their champions up close and personal, absolutely brought them out. But I reckon the Aussies are just about done with 50 over cricket.
Checked out.
Just about checked out, I reckon. Rowey, welcome to you, sir. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I've said it for years. 50 over cricket should be just played every 4 years for a World Cup. Australians don't give a flying,
But
what.
How do you get good at it if you're just playing every 4 years off random?
If everyone's playing every 4 years, it's all the same.
Yeah, but it seems like you've got to have some sort of build-up to it. You've got to play some 50 over cricket to have it warrant playing it.
Oh, well, you'd have a lead up to the World Cup. You wouldn't just play a World Cup.
Yeah,
the year of the
right.
World Cup, you might play some 50 over cricket. But I think the shine, the gloss, you were being quite kind, 8,000. Spot the Aussie. Were they tourists or they live here, all the Indians? That was incredible.
A lot of them live in Australia.
Yeah, a lot of them live here now.
I remember getting home and we were in our sport room and we heard a roar. And I thought, we've got a wicket. We quickly looked at our screen.
They hit a six.
No, they hit a six.
And that's fair enough too. Like I said, I love their passion on it. I'm just wondering, and I tell you, there was a point made last night by one of our callers who said, I can't watch it. I don't have paid television, so I can't watch it. And I reckon that's
That's a joke.
That's also lost a lot of, I reckon, previous watchers of 50 over cricket. They've gone, well, I can't see it. I'm not interested.
I reckon this has been about 2019, 2020-ish, so it's been a while now since that changed.
So in amongst it, though, I have KO, so I was able to watch it, but I've got to say that it was going at a run of ball. I thought Matt Short did his job superbly, holding the backbone of the innings. And then a young Cooper Connolly came in from WA. He put on a performance that was nearly stealing of the man of the match. And Mitch Owen, the big Tasmanian, ripped into 36 off 23. And I thought those two stole the game. Here's young Cooper Connolly.
It's always nice to sort of get that, I guess, breakout innings just to, I guess, feel that I can play at this level. There's still a lot of cricket to be played, but, yeah, it was nice to get that sort of innings out today. Yeah, I was a little bit starstruck walking out and Virat and Rohit are there, but, no, it's always nice to, I guess, challenge yourself with the best opponent, and, yeah, I'm looking forward to the next game.
I'll tell you another thing. If you were to walk down the mall, randomly pick an Aussie and say, name last night's 11, they get probably two names, Carey and Head. There was a day where we could name every cricketer from 1 to 11, who was the 12th man, who was the next man in. We don't
and I'll
anymore.
tell you why. It's far less cricket back then. Far less cricket. There was the Tri-Series in the summer, and that would normally be played
and then
in
the Test
January.
Series.
The Test Series would have already been done. They played all 5 Tests before they started the one-days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back then.
Yeah.
And that's why you could name the 11 in the Test team, and then you'd go, well, who's getting kicked out? 1 or 2 get kicked out for specialist one-day players, you know?
So now you're saying it's saturated.
Absolutely saturated.
It's exactly that.
There is T20, there is 50 over, there is, there's obviously Test cricket.
What does this mean?
There's IPL, there's BBL,
But there used to be a prestige about winning a series, a tri-series and all that. Now, who cares?
It's meaningless.
Is there even a trophy? Is there even prize money?
Yeah, I don't even know why we
That's
play
what I
them.
mean. Why are we playing them?
I always thought the Tri-Series had a great feel about it because it was going to be the best of 3 and the best 2 get through and play that best of 3 final series.
Well,
and you
there's
sort of
something
went,
on the
you
end of
beauty.
it.
Well, something on the end of it was the
Now there's
Benson
nothing.
and Hedges Cup back then. But pack it on the shoulder afterwards. But you got to drive around in a car, didn't you? So I remember that. Yeah, after you won. But that's gone. I'm with you a bit. Like we play the best of 3 and there's nothing on it.
No.
I'm with you. Let's get something on the back of it. So, yeah, look, that's the way it is currently. We go to Sydney to play the last one. We've already won the series. That will be in Sydney, 2 p.m. our time. That starts if you've got paid TV.
And that's a joke.
And that is unfortunate.
I got home and we hadn't had Coke because we just moved into a new place. So I sat there for the next 40 minutes trying to work out how you zip it to your TV and all. Oh, God, you've got to have a degree in IT or whatever it is. How do older people like, well, I'm not that old, I'm only nearly 60.
Nearly.
How do the older people hook all that stuff up?
You get a young person.
But then it costs you, I think it was going to cost me, it's going to cost me 40 a month. I think it's 40 a month for the top-notch you can get on KO for something, but you don't get the cricket or the AFL, you get all the crap stuff.
Just go
You're
out.
going to pay 40 to get all the good stuff.
Yeah, go out to the office and just get, hey, who's under 30? And then just take your choice. Take one of those people, take them home, and they'll set it all up for you.
Oh,
all right?
God.
It's as simple as that. Buy them a carton. We're done.
I don't like technology.
It's a great solution. Sam is about to turn 30 in November, so he might not be your choice anymore.
I'll be out of the category.
He'll help you a bit. Hey, lots of sport, as I said, happening this weekend. AFLW Showdown number 4 comes up, and we spoke to 2 players last night, Chelsea Bedell and Justine Mills-Robinson.
Go the Crows.
We'll see what happens. We've got both coaches, Doc Clark and Lauren Arnell here.
Yeah, obviously the showdown is the showdown. I think the growth of it in terms of a W space continues to be exciting, and to put it really simply, we just can't wait for the opportunity again. It's typically been a bit earlier in the season. I know the last 2 years it's been round 1. So to have it a bit later in the year and our groups playing more time together, it's been a core part of our growth as a program in W at Port Adelaide is the more games we play together. So, yeah, we can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, it's a fair contrast. So obviously Port coming off a great win, and that's probably our most disappointing performance of the year, but clearly North Melbourne are in pretty good battle. So we get a chance to come back, and it's going to be a great, cracking game. The showdown has its history, mostly entrenched in the men's program, but I think it's steadily building in the AFLW space.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. As I pointed out last night, it's getting closer and closer. It was 10 goals and it was 5 goals, 14 points. It could be a thriller tonight. We'll see what happens at Nord Oval.
Live on Double A with
our own Sam Tugwell and Jenny Williams.
Jenny Williams, as always.
Fantastic. Excellent. Look forward to that, Sam.
It'll be a big game.
Do a good job, mate.
They can wreck the Crows. See you later to Doc by winning, because they could tumble out of the eight.
They've got to keep their mathematical chances. Port Adelaide got to keep the mathematical chances going.
They could wreck their season, Timmy.
Don't say that. Don't want to wreck anybody's season, but if you win on your merits, don't you? See how that goes. Hey, Cox Plate is on tomorrow at 5:10. It's the last race. We've got Jason Richardson coming on from Channel 7 to talk about all the racing that they cover on the weekend. But Cox Plate is the last race in Melbourne. And it's an interesting slot, if you like, because normally that would be around about race sort of 6 or 7 and you sort of get, 4 o'clock-ish. And I think, Darryl Brathwaite gets up and sings horses and the like. But it's the last one before they redo Moonee Valley. So it should be a big one tomorrow. And there's two $1 million races and two $2 million races in Sydney. So Volandi's again competing against one of the big race days in Melbourne. Yeah, exactly. So that's happening then. The third one day in Sydney tomorrow. Joe Schmidt of the Wallabies coach taking on Japan tomorrow. Guess who they're playing against?
Our old mate.
Old mate Eddie Jones. So it's the first time they've met since Eddie Jones deserted Australia.
He did.
And took on the Japan job.
He did.
So this is a grudge match, a big grudge match, and hopefully our boys can get it done over there. Matildas take on Wales. That's a friendly. 36ers have got Melbourne United on Sunday. That's a big one. Melbourne United playing very well. Lightning take on Geelong on Saturday. Like I said, there's a lot of sport. Reds on Monday night against Macarthur. That's an unusual slot. Supercars are on the Gold Coast revving up now. They got a practice day today, and I think they get into it tomorrow. And Jacob Surgeon and Josh Carr are reunited. Woo! The Blues Brothers, the band, is back together.
They're getting the band back together.
You've got Stewie Jew, you've got Jacob Surgeon.
The band.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's a couple of guys he worked with as well. He's got his old... Because Jacob, of course, was involved in the premiership, which... Connor Rowey played, Josh Sweet, Jordan Sweet was the ruckman, and then Ewan McKinlay got picked up. So there's lots of familiarity. Yeah, that word.
Yeah.
Hilarity.
It's a big one.
Lots of familiar faces. There you go. For Jacob Surgeon. But getting the band back together. Who do you want to get back together? Well, who did get back together?
Yeah, so who in the past did and who's the band you want to get back together? Yeah. And obviously when there's a band getting back together, they have success, like the Blues Brothers and like Jacob did with Josh Carr back in the North Adelaide days. Well, I think if you're talking about bands back together, Malcolm Blight got his band back together in Adelaide, 97-98, Bill Sanders and John Reid. That's a good one.
Yep.
I remember Tom Brady was the quarterback with New England, and he combined really well with Rob Gronkowski.
Gronk. Just say Gronk.
Gronk. Yeah, when we were practicing that in the sport room, I thought it was Cooper Gronk, who plays the NRL. But anyway, he went to play for Tampa Bay, and the first thing he said is, "You've got to get me the Gronk." And they got the Gronk, they got the band back together, and we know what happened. The rest is history. Neil Curley got the band back together a couple of times. Westies, he played and then got them. Glenelg, then got them back.
True.
A couple of bands back together. So 8223 a bottle of Rusden Black Guts. What band do you want to get back together for success, and what band did get back together and got success?
That's a great call.
Yeah, it is. So 8223 is our number. Bit of fun for our Friday. And again, that Rusden Wines Black Gut Shiraz is the prize for our best caller tonight. So get involved with us. We'd love to get your calls on the air and hear from you. Jacob Surgeon is going to join us tonight at 5 o'clock. So we hear from the new Port Adelaide Sample coach and development coach. Jason Richardson from 7 as the Cox Plate tomorrow will be filled with excitement and anticipation. Ethan Allegich from the Reds. They've got a weekend to look forward to Monday night's game against Macarthur. So we'll hear from him in the leadership group. Peter Hooley, our 36ers are on a top-of-the-table match against Melbourne United on Sunday. That'll be huge to preview. And Terry McAuliffe all coming up as well with your calls next. 8223 0000.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Visit Jarvis Toyota's brand new undercover home in Brighton Road, Somerton Park, and take advantage of savings across the Toyota certified pre-owned range. Enjoy the same feeling you get with a new Toyota at Jarvis Toyota, with all certified pre-owned vehicles tested and backed by Toyota, including a full service history and 90-point safety check. Toyota certified pre-owned in a class of its own. Come and experience the difference at the new Jarvis Toyota, Brighton Road, Somerton Park.
Get ready, Adelaide. The four-wheel drive and adventure show is on, and TJM is bringing the heat. Score 20% off bull bars, suspensions, snorkels, plus the entire TJM protection range. Minimum 20% off TJM camp gear, plus freebies on swags and rooftop tents. Specials on GME radios and Rhino rack, and free light bars with every Rhino platform. Mirrors, long-range tanks, HSP roll covers, and exclusive American truck deals. Only at TJM, this weekend only at the Wayville Showgrounds, Stand W8.
Now, getting the best lawn is easy at the Turf Farm. Our dry summers and droughts can be brutal on lawns, but the crew at the Turf Farm have an answer for you.
Here you go. The Turf Farm have found a few real gems like Tiff Tough. Look, it's a hybrid Bermuda grass. It's developed by the world's leading turf scientists, setting the benchmark for drought tolerance in turf grass in Australia. The Tiff Tough is wintergreen, sun and shade happy, and extremely durable. It'll grow up the side of a skyscraper.
I've got it in my backyard. I can vouch for it. It is outstanding grass.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's a endorsement by Sam Tugwell.
Big
like
tick.
that, right in the middle of a live read. Well done. And then there's the Aussie favourite, Sir Walter DNA certified buffalo lawn. Yes,
We're
salute.
saluting.
That's it. Easy to maintain. It comes up a treat. Sir Walter DNA certified has stood the test of time over 20 years and still a superstar choice for backyards.
Oh, I think it's still
Can't
the
go
best.
wrong with either, can
Sir
you?
Walter, I've always had that in their house. The Turf Farm team are the experts in beautiful lawns and happy customers. Please do it. Visit theturffarm.com.au. The Turf Farm, the lawn you'll love.
The biggest serve of the season returns as the Adelaide International hits home from January 12 to 17. Some of the biggest names in tennis compete in a world-class event under the roof at the Drive. Plus live music, delicious food, refreshing drinks and premium courtside experiences. And another massive Kids' Day to kick off the event. Summer starts courtside in Adelaide. Tickets from just $10 and kids free for select sessions. Book now at Ticketmaster.
Shane from Drummond Golf, you've been busy turning good golfers into great golfers.
Thanks, Rowey. We have the best gear for golfers at all levels.
And it's not just about getting a new set of clubs, it's the experience and the advice you get when you walk in.
Exactly, Tim.
We always strive to be a complete experience. We're all golfers. We're passionate and we know the sport. Plus, with a price match guarantee, you know you'll get the best for less.
And you'll improve their game with Mini Golf Max, Big Swing Simulators and My Match Expert Fitting.
We certainly will, Rowey.
Well, you've helped me, Shane. I shot over 200 metres the other day.
What, in the right direction?
Yeah, not so much.
I think you're going to need more than one lesson.
Lift your game with Drummond Golf, Australia's biggest golf retailer.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 22 minutes after 4, our Friday for Rusden Wines Blackgut Shiraz. A bottle of that up for grabs for our best caller. Getting the band back together. We've got Serge and Josh Carr back at Port Adelaide together. Who are those duos or who are those groups of people, coaches maybe, that came together and saw success not once but maybe a couple of times? They got the band back together. 8223 0000 is the number. We'll take your call straight after we check your traffic.
Afternoon, quite big delays at the moment with the smash at Hallett Cove, Lonsdale Road near Barramundi Drive. Breakdown at Crafers West also causing massive delays. The freeway up track near the tunnels and pretty slow going through the East Parklands. Bartels Road closed near Kettleville Terrace and East Terrace. Fullerton Road also pretty sluggish driving through there too. Cameras, Porter Expressway, Wingfield and First Street, Gawler South. Low prices on spring favourites at Dan Murphy's. Get Tattinger Brut Reserve Champagne NV, $69 for My Dan's members and Sunday. Choose to drink wise, limits and T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
All righty, let's get to Beverly. G'day, Matt.
Hi, Timmy. How are you?
Good.
And, Rowey.
Benny.
I've got a band that I'd like to get back together, if I could put this to you. I'd like to see Michael Boss, Chris Davies, Travis Boak and Zach Butters get back together.
You're a Carlton man, are you, Matt?
Fighting words, Matt.
I am a long-suffering Carlton fan, Timmy. I know that the Port supporters out there aren't going to like that, but that's a band I'd love to see back together.
Oh, God, could it happen?
3 out of 4.
There you go.
Oh, God.
See what happens on
Actually,
that front.
let's change it. Bands you want to get back together. That's
as
good.
well. That's I like that one, Matt. Looking into the future.
You're in the running.
Let's hope that crystal ball falls down and breaks. Let's go to Grange. G'day, Con.
G'day, ladies and gents. How are you?
Excellent.
Just ringing about the cricket last night. I heard you talking about it before and talking about all those Indians. And being there last night, I was just unbelievable, the atmosphere that they created. But what it actually, and agree with everything you said as well, but I think the most disappointing thing for me is that as a country, as Australians, we're not as passionate as those Indians. And, you know, I looked around the crowd when we hit a 4 or a 6, and like you said, there was a couple of claps, but there was, you know, one little Australian flag and one green and gold flag. And I think as a country, you know, for some reason, I probably could tell you what that is, being divided, but we just don't have that same patriotism. And I think until we have that as a country, you know, we're going to be divided as a country for a long time.
Isn't that sad, Con, that even you feel that, let alone say it on a metropolitan radio station? But it's the truth. We just don't have the same passion for our flag, our colour, our national team. Now, whether that's just cricket, a 50 over, there's a lot of things in that, Con. But God, if there's one thing you admire the Indians, boy, do they love their country. Boy, do they love their flag. And boy, do they get behind their national team.
I love those superstars, don't they? Let's go to Glenelg. G'day, Stephen.
Thanks, Con.
Yeah, hi, Tim. Hi, Rowey. This is about the 50-50 cricket. Firstly, I've got to say, I actually love the game because cricket itself is a contest, and that's the fabric of it, a contest between bat and ball, and I think you get a fair contest in the one-day cricket. But what I wanted to say, think about, is why couldn't we have a 4-innings game, like 2 innings for both teams? So both teams bat in the daylight for 25 overs, and then both teams bat in the night time, whether it goes for 25. But I just think that might create some excitement. It might create a test match type feel. You know, you think if the team's out there in their first 25 overs and they're 8 for 90 odd, well, you know, they've got 25 overs to think about it again in the second inning. But there's got to be a lot more excitement in field placings. I can certainly see that. But that's just something to think about, and I'd like to throw that open to you guys.
No, it's a bloody good idea. I quite liked it as you said it. So say in the first innings you were 8 for. When you do the second innings, you're still 8 for, or you reset and you're none for?
So if you're 25 overs and you've been wiped out to 8 for, 120.
Are you done? Or is it like Test cricket, you get another innings?
Yeah.
Or are you 8 for, then you bat again after and you're still 8 for?
Well, this has been done before. Domestic cricket in Australia, we saw the state comp. Yeah, I reckon it's the 2008 sort of time. And I reckon it went for maybe a season or two, and then they turfed it because it was no good. But it was trialled.
What made it fall down, though?
Oh, I think the engagement. Nothing really. Right. It didn't. No one really picked up on that.
Maybe Rowey's point to starting again. So you had 25, now go another 25.
It just broke the whole continuity as well because internationally we didn't play this style of game, but domestically we were. And so it wasn't quite matching up with anything.
Well, they've got Test cricket, which is number one. T20's jumped over the 50 over one day. One of them has to go.
And we've been discussing this for a while.
And I think even they know one of them has to go.
And just quickly as well, AB de Villiers, Matthew Hayden, Harbhajan Singh, there's a group of them, former players who've come together. They're starting only just last month. They've announced Test 20 is a format they're going to trial, which is essentially the same thing. It's just 4 innings of 20 overs each, and they just go like a test match.
Because T10's been trialled, hasn't it? Yeah. Did that start here in Australia? No, it didn't?
No, overseas.
Okay.
All right. Hey, thanks, Steve. Good thought. Hello, Nick.
Like it.
Hey, boys. Thinking about getting a group of people back together, I'd like to get the three-peat Hawks coaching panel together. Fagan, Clarkson, Hardwick and Beveridge.
Wow.
That's good.
That's a fair...
Unbelievable. If you count the number of premierships between those guys, I think Beveridge has got 1, Clarko's got 4, Fagan's got 2 and Hardwick's got 3.
goodness gracious me.
Wow.
Now, that's a band.
That's a band. Wow, Nick.
That's a band.
It's going to be hard to beat, that one.
What about Choco's band, if he got his band back together in 04? Who was his band?
Well, it had Phil Walsh, of course.
There you go.
David Pittman was in that coaching lineup. Who else was in that box with him? Dean Bailey.
That's the one.
Yeah. Dean Bailey was with him, of course.
Yep.
So, so it's going to be hard to get that one back together, unfortunately.
Sadly.
Sadly,
goodness me.
But
All right.
there you go.
We'll keep taking your calls. There's a Rusden Blackgut Shiraz up for grabs. What's the band you'd like to get back together? Or what was a band that did get back together? 8223 0000. Of course, that Blackguts right after the 4:30 headlines. Another chance to win. Jason Richardson as well from 7 Racing with the Cox Plate. We'll preview that.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
The plight of traders on Jetty Road whilst the upgrade is ongoing.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
Tom Wittenbury of Grundy Shoes.
You get this $65 fine for overstaying your park in a loading zone while you're trying to run your business.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
You think they'd just cut you some slack, a business and a ratepayer in the area.
And the ironic thing is, when I left the van there to go and meet with members of council, I got back to my vehicle to find another one.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the news headlines. Major events in Adelaide this weekend are preparing for stormy weather. A landmark class action targeting the Australian Defence Force. It's alleging widespread and systemic sexual violence and harassment. Victorian Police have launched a new dedicated task force to find Desi Freeman. And in sport, the 4th AFLW Showdown will be played at the parade tonight. Now checking 5AA traffic.
G'day there at Hallett Cove. Got a crash with quite big delays. Lonsdale Road near Barramundi Drive. Crafers West to Breakdown, also pretty sluggish at the moment. That's the freeway up track near the tunnels. And we're pretty slow through the east end of the parklands. Got Bartels Road closed for the Harvest Rock Festival, which is pretty sluggish around to Kettleville Terrace and Fullerton Road. Cameras, Port Wakefield Road, Jebbs Cross and Port Expressway at Wingfield. Hungry but low on cash? Porto has you covered. Grab a crispy wrap snacker, regular chips, add a drink for only $10. Hunger satisfied for less at a Porto. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, no rain tonight, down to 14. Rain increasing in storms tomorrow, 25. Right now, it's 22 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. OK, the end of financial year might be done and dusted, but at Mawson Lakes Mazda, the deals aren't. All makes, models and colours are being cleared, no exceptions. And there's a huge range of locate demos all ready for immediate delivery. Plus, you'll get free on roads, free stamp duty, free 12 months rego and $500 worth of accessories. Mawson Lakes Mazda, Salisbury Highway, T's and C's apply.
It's the model year run out at Camper Agent RV Supercentre Parafield Gardens. Save thousands on selected caravans, camper vans and motorhomes. Get up to $5,000 off selected new and used models plus caravans and camper trailers from just $46,990. Top brands like Winnebago, Windsor, Corrimal, Andrea and Hitchhiker ready now. But hurry, sale ends November 29 or while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Visit Camper Agent RV Supercentre Parafield Gardens today.
Go Harvey Norman. Bonus gift cards with selected appliances in-store and online now. Buy the new Breville Oracle Dual Boiler Coffee Machine and receive a bonus $300 gift card. Or a Hisense 483-litre French door fridge and receive a bonus $100 gift card. Buy selected home entertainment and receive a bonus gift card up to $650. Best brands, best range and bonus gift cards. There's more in store at Harvey Norman. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Are you on the hunt for Adelaide's freshest eggs, collected from a family farm every morning? Do you seek the finest produce, along with the widest selection of Dutch products in Adelaide? Your search ends here, at the Fresh Egg Shop in Clemzig. Discover a bounty of free-range chicken, duck and quail eggs, alongside an array of other hearty local offerings, such as boiler chickens, KI honey, almonds, homemade jam and biscuits. The Fresh Egg Shop, located at OG Road, Clemzig. Just look for the giant egg.
I'm Professor Mike Steer, marine scientist. While we're experiencing this algal bloom, know that all South Australian seafood meets strict safety standards, so you can enjoy it from your local fish shop, supermarket or restaurant. Algae is a natural part of our ecosystem, and this bloom will eventually pass. Until then, we're monitoring it closely. To stay informed, visit algalbloom.sa.gov.au. A message from the Government of South Australia.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 26 to 5, Jacob Surgeon to join us at 5 o'clock. We're talking about getting the band back together. Surge has with Josh Carr. What's the band you'd like to see get back together, or one that already has in the past? 8223 0000 is the number. Best caller tonight wins a bottle of Rusden Blackgut Shiraz.
Or a jockey and a horse.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting the band back together.
Boss.
A jockey, horse and a trainer.
Plain Boss, Mackay Diva. Yeah, maybe that. Well, talking racing.
Racing!
It has been happening, and it's been a fantastic spring carnival. Don't miss Seven's coverage from one of Australia's greatest race days, the Cox Plate Live, and free from 11:30am Saturday and on 7 and 7 Plus. And one of the great commentators and really guides us through the whole day is Jason Richardson. G'day, Richo.
Oh, wonderful to be with your team. And the Bee Gees are the one I'd love to get back together. Look, it might be hard. I'd just love to see them back together.
Great call.
It's going to be tough.
Why do people like them?
I love the Bee Gees.
Do you?
Oh, Barry Gibb was probably one of the most prolific songwriters ever. Thank you, Richo.
What are we dealing with here?
I don't know. I'll tell you, that's hard work, isn't it?
Sorry, Richo.
I got Lycra on just thinking about it.
Hey, Richo, tomorrow I was just saying the last race is the Cox Plate. Am I confused, or was it normally, sort of a couple before the end?
No, it normally has been at least the second last, sometimes the third last. But the reason being, it's the very last race on Moonee Valley as we know it.
Yes.
And then they're ripping down the grandstand, they're ripping up the track, and the whole remodelling of Moonee Valley is going to happen. So the Moonee Valley Racing Club said, you know what, if we're going to have the last race on the current Moonee Valley, you've got to have their great race, don't you, at the WS Cox Plate? So when you put it in that context, it makes sense.
Absolutely. So I'm glad that's the reason for it too, because it is going to be a little bit of a, what would you say, almost a sad moment, like seeing an old building being taken down and put up a new one. But I suppose Moonee Valley probably needs it now, Jason.
Yeah, look, it needs a refurb, but the big challenge for the Moonee Valley Racing Club, and I've got faith they'll get it right, is the fact they've got to recreate the track with the atmosphere that we've had in the past.
Yeah.
So the new track will have a straight that's 317 metres, not 173.
Yeah.
However, they say that the proximity for the patrons to the horses will be the same, if not even closer.
Okay.
And also you'll be closer to them when they go down the back straight. But that atmosphere at Moonee Valley is absolutely second to none. But with the Cox Plate, the atmosphere is one thing, but it's about the horse, isn't it? I mean, we've seen every horse that wins the Cox Plate puts their name in the record books. They become a champion of our sport. Some are bona fide champions who win it on a couple of occasions, and that's what's at stake for FIVEAA Sistina. She's an 8-year-old mare. No 8-year-old mare's ever raced in a Cox Plate. Only one 8-year-old's ever won a Cox Plate, and that was an 8-year-old gelding, the mighty Superimposed. We've had a 9-year-old in Fields of Omar, but an 8-year-old mare, it is absolutely rare air is what she's trying to achieve, but I think she can do it because I think she's the best in the race.
Record time last year, an equal record margin. It is a mighty horse. I know it's a 9-horse field, Richo. I like Buckaroo for some reason.
Okay, well, I'll treat that as a scratching then.
That's brutal.
Brutal, but harsh but fair.
All right.
Yeah, we've got eight. We've got 8. I can't wait for the phone call back on Monday when Buckaroo just trots in. Look, Buckaroo for mine is using this race as a nice little tune-up, a little bit like Very Elegant towards a Melbourne Cup.
Okay.
But I think he's better suited over a bit further than this. So, yeah, his run at Caulfield was just there, but the tempo wasn't really strong there. If you are looking for an absolute roughie in the race, I actually believe it's the 3-year-old right at the bottom called Nepotism. Now, think about this, and Rowey, you in particular, think about when you were, cutting a swathe through the footy circles. Could you imagine being 49.5 kilos? That's what Zach Lloyd, a fully grown man, has to be 49.5 kilos to ride Nepotism. Now, regardless of how big you are, that is hard work.
Oh.
So, and I think this 3-year-old who ran in the Caulfield Guineas, he settled back third last. He made steady ground without ever threatening to win the race. You know what? It was shades of So You Think, the year that So You Think won, as a maiden winning the Cox Plate as a 3-year-old. I think Nepotism, who's a Group 1 winner, at around 20 to 1, gamble responsibly, everyone. I reckon it is a nice little play in exotics and trifectas in around the champ there, Sistina.
Okay, well, that's an omen for me because my club's full of nepotism. Well, it has been over the years. Hey, Richo, the Caulfield, the Derby, the Cox, the Melbourne Cup, the Spring Carnival, where does the Cox Plate sit in that as prestige?
It's Australia's best race. It's not our biggest race, but it's our best race. By that I mean the best horses win this race.
Okay.
So, you know, the Melbourne Cup will be the great story, but with due respect to Knight's Choice last year, if we look at last year, Knight's Choice won the Melbourne Cup versus Via Sistina won a Cox Plate. Well, Knight's Choice couldn't carry Via Sistina's bags to the track. Wow. They are totally different because the reality is he was a handicapper in a 2-mile race, beautifully placed by the team to do that, as opposed to being the weight for age championship. The analogy is it's like 100 metres at the Olympic Games versus something a little lower grade, if you like. So
like a
maybe
1,500, maybe
like the Bay Sheffield.
Oh,
okay. It's like winning the Bay Sheffield, like winning the Melbourne Cup, and the men's 100 metres or the women's 100 metres at the Olympic Games is like winning the Cox Plate. The best of the best win it.
Okay. What does Cox stand for?
Well, that was WS Cox is the name of the one of the administrators way back in the day when they bought a parcel of land from the Feehan family and they developed into the Moonee Valley racetrack. Okay. And then he said, listen, I'm thinking about what we should name our best race, and guess what? I picked me. So I'm going to name it after me.
That is great history. I knew you'd have the answer, Richo. I knew it.
He is good. Of course, they run at the Valley tonight too, which is always a great night. I've been over for a few of those Cox Plates, and we've often enjoyed the Friday night more than we have the Saturday sometimes because it's always a lot of fun at the Manikato Stakes.
Yeah, well, it's now the Moonee Valley Gold Cup now, so they put the cup on the night before. So that's tonight, where one smooth operator named after you two is over from the UK, the Geelong Cup winner of last year, getting ready for a little kid out en route towards the Melbourne Cup. So one smooth operator is going to take a power of betting in the Moonee Valley Gold Cup, which actually, believe it or not, is an older race than the WS Cox Plate.
Wow.
Off the top of my head, I reckon that the Moonee Valley Gold Cup's 1883, whereas the WS Cox Plate was 1922. So it's Moonee Valley's oldest race. It has changed a little bit in regards to its prestige. It's a nice warm-up race now for the Melbourne Cup. So one smooth operator and maybe Berkshire Breeze might be able to run a bit of a race as well. That's the Cup tonight, and then we get ready for 10 races on the card, including entertainment from Darryl Braithwaite, who will no doubt launch about 46 versions of horses. Yeah, that's the way it's going to be, little darling. And I remember famously about 10 or 12 years ago when there was a $50 million colt that was playing up as Darryl was hurling into about his 50th verse of the song. And I think the CEO threw a race book at the back of his head and said, "Stop singing. The colt's playing up." So I reckon Moonee Valley will be rocking tomorrow. About 30,000 will be jammed in.
Richo, last week we had the Everest and Caulfield Cup. We would have been the envy of the world as far as getting a country with two massive races like that, one of the richest, one of the most prestigious. And Melbourne's got the Cox Plate this weekend. So what's Flanders got in Sydney? He's got three. He's got nothing, has he? Has he got anything on? Anything?
Yeah, he's got the Group 1 Spring Champion Stakes for the 3-year-olds over 2,000 metres, which is sort of an alternative, a disruptor to the Derby. Though it's a time-honoured race, but they've moved that back to the 3-year-olds. So they've got a really good race. And then they've put on a little mares race and just put a lazy $2 million of the prize money called the Invitation as well. They've got a 5 Diamonds Prelude, and guess what? They made that worth $1 million as well. So you think you'll find that 3 of the 4 richest races tomorrow are run in Sydney, not in Melbourne. Run in Sydney tomorrow, but the richest. is the $6 million WS Cox Plate. But more importantly, it's where legends are made. And I reckon it's the best 2 minutes in sport. I absolutely love it.
Wow.
It's gonna
How
be,
good's that?
Yeah, huge day for you
You're
guys
a
on
purist.
7, and of course 7 Plus it'll be shown on. But you guys will be flat out, and it's not as if you can ease up for the back 2 couple of races or whatever, because the Cox Plate being the 10th race at 5:10 our time locally, that'll keep you guys busy right to the finish line.
And also because the captain of our commentary team, Mr. B. McAvaney, someone you know very well, will give us that death stare just to say, listen, you fancy Panthers, now start to pick it up a notch because we've got the big race coming. So he'll give us the death stare. We'll lift as one, but we'll do it his way.
So Via Sistina for you, it's favourite. I'm hoping Treasure the Moment might be able to get up, but will the champ get it again?
Yeah, I think Via Sistina is the obvious. And you know what? I've been against her the whole campaign. And then I saw her on Tuesday morning, and she looked fantastic. It's interesting. I interviewed James McDonald last night at a function at Moonee Valley, and he's noticed that she wore earmuffs, which deadens the sound on Tuesday morning. And he said to Chris, Chris Waller, the trainer, what's with the earmuffs? Got to take them off. He said, no. We don't want to stimulate her anymore. She's jumping out of her skin. Don't worry, just hold on. Around the track this morning, of course, famously last year, a strap broke and James McDonald fell off, and Via Sistina scooted around Moonee Valley twice at full pace and then come out and broke the track record. In fact, ran 6 or 7 lengths faster than Winks ever ran at Moonee Valley last year. So if she runs anywhere near that, even if she's 3 or 4 lengths off that, I think she still wins. Yeah. And I reckon nepotism might be a little value we can get in for that Quinella.
Okay, I think she's a bit too long in the tooth, and Buckaroo will come over the top.
Buckaroo's only a year younger than the poor old, what are you calling her old bag, are you?
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
I love your call, the best 2 minutes of sport in Australia. I'm trying to think of a better 2. I'm probably going to need all show to think of that, Richo.
Yeah, what do you got? I mean, the best 2 minutes. Every year it goes for basically right on 2 minutes, to 20, 40 metres. The best 2 minutes in sport. I think it's hard to beat. For 2 minutes of sporting action, always drama. We think, historically we've had falls, we've had favourites getting beaten, we've had champions win, we've had the roar of the crowd. That 2 minutes of sport from the moment they jump to the moment they hit the line, I don't know if there's a better 2 minutes in Australian sport, but put that to your audience. See if they can come up with one.
That's a ripper, Richo.
Well played, Richo. We really enjoy your company,
buddy.
mate. Well played, and good luck. A big day of racing tomorrow on 7.
Can't wait. Thanks so much, and thanks for your support of a great carnival. Looking forward to it.
It's been awesome so far. See it out right to the line. That's the way, Richo. Well played. Don't miss 7's coverage on one of Australia's greatest race days, the Cox Plate, live and free from 11:30am Saturday on 7 and 7 Plus.
Biggest star in sport broadcasting, that lad. The best 2 minutes of sport in Australia. He could be right. There's nothing the whole time he said it, I'm thinking.
2 minutes. It's such a short time.
The last 2 minutes, the grand final, if your team's winning, it's pretty special.
Team's winning, yeah.
The last 2 minutes of any NBL basketball game is probably the best 2 minutes. That still doesn't count.
You're right.
The best 2 minutes in sport, what is it?
I suppose the race that stops the nation, Melbourne Cup, is around about 3.5.
But you only really watched the last 2.
Yeah.
That's it, hello.
Well played.
Well played, Richo. If you can answer that better, 822 300 00. Got a bottle of Ruston for you.
Don't forget our question, though. The band you want to get back together or the one you'd like to see. Yes, so the Blues Brothers theme we had earlier today with Jacob Surgeon and Josh Carr reuniting at Port Adelaide. What's the band you'd like to get back together? A couple of good texts here as well just before we get to the break. One from Jason at Murray Bridge saying the most obvious team I'd like to get back together is Jordan, Pippen and Phil Jackson. That one went okay.
That'll go okay.
We'll get you more of your calls for that Blackguards after we check your traffic.
In the East Parklands, Bartels Road is closed near East Terrace and Kettleville Terrace for the Harvest Rock Festival. Pretty slow through there at the moment. Hellico, quite big delays of the Crash Lonsdale Road near Barramundi Drive and a breakdown getting cleared at Crafers West. Those delays clearing there, which is good. Freeway up truck near the tunnels. Cameras Days Road, Ferreton Park and Days Road at Regency Park today. Bob Jane T-Marts won't be beaten with their best tyre price guarantee. When you're after great service and unbeatable value, head to the Tyre and Wheel specialists. Bob Jane T-Marts, they'll look after you. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
On 7 News, a toddler found wandering a northern suburb street alone. What happens next will shock you. Wild weather casts a dark cloud over major weekend events, plus how an elderly woman was saved from a bank scam.
Get ready, Adelaide. The four-wheel drive and adventure show is on, and TJM is bringing the heat. Score 20% off bull bars, suspensions, snorkels, plus the entire TJM protection range. Minimum 20% off TJM camp gear, plus freebies on swags and rooftop tents. Specials on GME radios and Rhino rack, and free light bars with every Rhino platform. Mirrors, long-range tanks, HSP roll covers, and exclusive American truck deals. Only at TJM this weekend. Only at the Wayville Showgrounds. Stand WA.
Build like a brick house. Basic Trailers make quality trailers of all sizes here in Adelaide. Made with Australian steel, you get 12 months warranty and factory direct pricing across SA. Visit basictrailers.com.au. Basic Trailers. Basically better.
Well, the entire team at Barossa Volkswagen, led by Justin Woody we call him, they believe a real test drive should not include traffic jams, stoplights, all that sort of stuff, buying by this. How much roadworks are in it? You might be sitting in a roadwork just idling, oh, gee, the car idles well.
Yeah.
What about getting it up?
Yeah, come on.
Drop the hammer, fang the gizzards out of it, and see what it's really like.
Yeah.
You got to do that in the Barossa.
Do it. Do it in the Barossa. Get up there, hurry up, and they'll let you take it home for the night. Make sure it fits in the garage. Make sure you drive it up and down the street so the neighbours can have a look at, maybe it's the all-new Tayron. That's a 7-seater. Got 3 fantastic models. Also, all of these models are fueled up to the top.
Yep.
On the F, my friend, and you can drive them right down to the E if you want, in the beautiful Barossa.
Yeah, and take it back dirty. They'll clean it. They don't care as long as you buy it.
Correct.
Here's the thing. They're a triple threat up there because it's a beautiful area. You get a great price, great range, great service and all of that. And then here's the triple threat part of it. When you got to service it, guess what? Hey, love, the car's
Back
due
up
for the
there.
10,000. We've got to get up there. Can you book that little Airbnb? And can we go to Rusden Wines and can we take it on?
It's just too easy. Head to barossavolkswagen.com.au. Just get in the car, head north, 50 minutes from Metro Adelaide. You can take the test drive, and if you don't want it, just book your car in for a service any time you feel like it. Barossa Volkswagen, city service, country feels.
The biggest serve of the season returns as the Adelaide International hits home from January 12 to 17. Some of the biggest names in tennis compete in a world-class event under the roof at the Drive. Plus live music, delicious food, refreshing drinks and premium courtside experiences. And another massive Kids Day to kick off the event. Summer starts courtside in Adelaide. Tickets from just $10 and kids free for select sessions. Book now at Ticketmaster.
I'm home! The Excelsior Hotel has always felt like home. And for seniors, it's always been great value with 20% discount on selected bistro meals. Yep, 20% off. Feeding the whole family? Bring them all Saturday or Sunday for live acoustic music from 5 p.m. And kids eat free. Some conditions apply. The Excelsior Hotel feels like home, but better. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
Collect 5 times everyday rewards points on every shop at Woolworths. Just tap Boost in the app before you shop in-store or online to collect 5 times bonus points. Hurry, Member Frenzy ends Tuesday. Offer ends 28 October. T's and C's apply.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 8 minutes to 5. Jacob Surgeon, Port Adelaide's new development, and Sam Fulcoach to join us after 5.
Sunday, 2 p.m, the Sixers take on Melbourne United in Melbourne. It is their biggest test to date. It's a top 2 clash. Joining us is ESPN and NBL commentator, one of our favourites, Peter Hawley. Pete, welcome.
It's nice to have you back, mate. That was the longest holiday of all time, I reckon.
Yeah, it was. It was great. Hey, pick a winner, Pete. Pick a winner of this game.
Oh, I mean, the more I was trying to break it down throughout the week, I'm thinking the Adelaide 36ers are get a chance to really flex their muscles as one of the best teams in the comp. But I think all the noise around it, the fact we're talking about it again now, I think Melbourne United are going to treat this like a championship game and really send a message to the rest of the competition that they're a couple of levels above. And I think even without Shaley, who Dean Vickerman likes to use on Bryce, I think Melbourne will be too strong.
Well, that was my next question. Can Melbourne's coach, Dean Vickerman, copy Sydney Kings' template to take down the 36ers, starting with Brycey Boy?
I don't know if he'll copy that template. I think he'll have his own. Normally, again, as I said, he goes with Shea Ili and says, I'm not doing anything. Shea, you're one of the best defenders we've ever seen. Just go do your thing. And Shea had some success there. I think he'll run Tyson Walker, young Dash Daniels, and he'll have a different plan up his sleeve. And I think that the greatness that is Dean Vickerman will have something ready to roll. So that does give a chance for Vasiljevic to find his form, Isaac to continue his strong form. And if they do that, they give themselves a chance. But the depth of this Melbourne United squad is pretty elite as well, with guys coming off the bench.
So, Peter, when a Melbourne or a Sydney do target Bryce Cotton, is there perhaps that plan B that Adelaide have got to have in place that, use Bryce as a decoy and let's go through DJ?
Oh, for certain. I think taking out that loss to Sydney, Mike Wells would have thought about, okay, when this happens again, what can we do to combat that? And thankfully, Bryce Cotton's probably the most unselfish superstar we've seen in a very, very long time. So if he's getting blanketed, he's not going to try and force it. He's not going to take bad shots. He wants everybody else just to succeed so they can to win the championship. So whether that's him getting extra assists or him just trying to play a bit of defense for a while, whatever that plan is going to be to make his life easier and also then allow DJs, Cheatham and Isaac Humphries to go off, will be paramount in their chances, not just to win this game, but to know that next time they play Sydney, the Phoenix next time, I think they'll have a better plan. Everyone wants to target Bryce, but thankfully, Bryce he's untouchable for the most part, but we have seen some teams give him trouble. It's very rare. It's kind of like a solar eclipse, and I don't imagine it'll happen too often, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, good call, Pete. The competition itself, it just seems like it's flying. I mean, Illawarra were reigning champs. They're sitting on the bottom of the ladder, albeit they played a couple of less games, but you can see that anybody seems to be able to beat anybody.
Yeah, it has. I mean, you look at some of the results. We're currently in a stage where we've had the largest margin of defeat in games I think in history, but a lot of that's coming down to the 3-point line. And 7 teams have won a game by 14 or more, and 7 teams also lost a game by 14 or more. So basically shows you if you don't show up and you think you're going to beat a team like Melbourne United, who are undefeated, play the Cairns Taipans, who just lost by 30, they play tonight.
Yeah.
Melbourne think they're going to just walk out there and win. If Cairns shoot the ball well, they might surprise them.
First to 120 wins, I reckon. Pete, thanks for your time.
No worries, Val. It's great to have you back, mate.
Good on you, Pete. He's a ripper. ESPN and NBL commentator Pete Hooley actually travelled with him to Salt Lake City some years back. He bloody knows the game.
That was a trip and a half for you, wasn't it?
Gee, God, I'm still recovering. Hello, Paul at Westlakes. What band do you want to get back together, dude?
Good afternoon, gents. Hope you're well. Look, I'm actually talking more of one that did get back together with magnificent success. That was John Cale going back to Alberton.
Yes. 88?
Nothing can beat that. How many premierships was there after that? So that was sensational.
It certainly was, and we were glad that we were all a part of that, Paul, which was excellent. But yeah, it was Jack coming back, and of course Brian Fairclough was his right-hand man, and
reserves coach.
And Brian went back to coaching the reserves, and they sort of got that combination happening, and the like.
What a band.
There was a lot less coaching staff, let me tell you, in those days. Rowey, wasn't there?
There was a fair band that I would have liked to played in, even if it was the trumpet, the back pocket. Hello, Leon.
Yeah, how you going, fellas?
Excellent. Who you got?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's said this one, but I just see the old West Indies bowlers back together.
Oh, yeah.
Roberts, Garner, Croft.
Yep.
They were unbelievable in their day.
Holding.
You're spot on, but I don't think I'd like to be the batting team,
Walsh.
Leon.
Nah.
No.
Whispering Death.
Oh, wow, they were good.
Yeah.
And then
Big Bird.
And then later on in life comes,
Malcolm Marshall.
Well, Malcolm Marshall was outstanding,
God bless
but Courtney Walsh and
Walsh,
and then
record holder,
and it was just
that's good band, Leon. One that would send shivers up everyone's spine.
Imagine if they got together to coach the bowling group of the West Indies now,
and never ask a West Indian bowler to take his sweatband off his bowling arm.
Yes. No, that was Dean Jones. He had a big mistake.
2 minutes to 5. Jacob Surgeon after the news.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
The 2025 NAB AFLW season is on. This is your front row seat to the action. Tickets are just $15 and under 18s go free. So what are you waiting for? Visit women's.afl and get your tickets today.
Not every conversation stays with you. This one will. Join Stephen Bartlett as he asks the questions no one else asks. Search The Diary of a CEO wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's a lot to like about Mawson Lakes Mazda. They'll take care of you with next day servicing, complimentary loan car, vacuum and wash. And your breakfast or lunch is on them. Your car gets the love too with their state-of-the-art service centre, brimming with top-trained mechanics. At Mawson Lakes Mazda, they'll look after your car and look after you. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
At Blackwell Funerals, we care about what matters most. When it comes to saying goodbye, we're here with compassion, dignity and support. Visit blackwellfunerals.com.au to learn more.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Go Vita Marion. Nutrivital Beauty Collagen with hydrolyzed marine collagen peptides helps maintain healthy looking skin when consumed as part of a balanced diet. Nutrivital Beauty Collagen, 155 grams, now $35.50. Save 50%.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Living with diabetes? Ditch finger pricks with Freestyle Libre. Freestyle Libre is a small wearable sensor that monitors your glucose levels and trends and sends them straight to your phone. Instant, up-to-date feedback. No finger pricks. How good is that? And you can trial Freestyle Libre for only $15. Just head to freestylelibre.com.au to find out how. T's and C's apply. Follow directions for use. Read warnings before purchase. Free yourself from finger pricks with Freestyle Libre.
Local news and information first. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Partly cloudy, no rain tonight, down to 14. Rain increasing and storms tomorrow, 25. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. Senator Jackie Lambie won't be in Parliament for the final sitting weeks of the year. She's released a statement explaining her absence. Senator Lambie says since August 2025, she's been battling an increasingly bad back and will undergo spinal surgery in the coming weeks. She's on bed rest with minimal movement until the operation. Her parliamentary advisory team will be in Canberra for the sitting weeks. Australian servicewomen are alleging ongoing systemic sexual violence, discrimination and harassment in the Defence Force in a new class action. The action lodged in the federal court is being spearheaded by 4 lead applicants, but it is open to up to 20,000 women who've worked in the ADF in the last 2 years. JGA Sadler lawyer Josh Aylwood says despite decades of reviews and inquiries, the issue persists.
Nothing has changed. Many things have actually even got worse, and women are even less likely now than they were a decade ago to report sexual violence or sexual harassment whilst in the ADF, and that's just not good enough.
2 people have been arrested after a break-in at Craigmore. It will be alleged a teenage girl arrived home yesterday afternoon to find a man and woman had broken into her Spaxton Crescent house. When she confronted them, the suspects ran off with several items including jewellery. The girl was not injured. A 44 and 46-year-old were taken into custody at Salisbury Downs today. They've been refused bail and will front court on Monday. The show will go on unless the weather becomes too dangerous. That's the advice from Harvest Rock organisers ahead of this weekend's festival in the East Parklands with showers and storms forecast. Harvest Rock returns after sitting 2024 out with more than 28,000 festival goers expected. Tourism Minister Zoe Bettison says more than 30% of ticket holders are from outside the state.
Our hotels are full, but so are our restaurants, our pubs and our clubs and our cafes.
There are growing calls for more intervention on the roads to stop people using their phones. A study conducted by Budget Direct finding an increasing number of Australians feel confident using their phone while behind the wheel. Spokesperson Warren Marsh says we need more deterrence and action from enforcers.
Increasing fines, increasing the number of demerit points, those are the things that are going to stop the people. We've been educating for people for many years. And obviously they're still doing these behaviours, and especially in the younger age groups. But really, it's the tougher penalties that really get people to change their behaviour.
And Susie Quattro is in town tonight as part of her 40th tour of Australia. The show at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre is a sellout. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
At Barossa Valley Volkswagen, you can take a real test drive. BarossaVolkswagen.com.au.
There's a showdown tonight in the AFLW. Port and the Crows are going head-to-head at Norwood. Port skipper Justine Mules-Robinson says their rivalry is a big deal.
I'm a big soccer fan, so I look at Tottenham versus Arsenal, that's huge. So I like to compare it along those lines, and I think everyone kind of just loves a good rivalry, loves a showdown, but I think it's going to be a great game.
Jockey Hugh Bowman has returned to Moonee Valley, ready for tomorrow's Cox Plate. The 4-time Cox Plate winner will be aboard the Chris Waller-trained Aliana. He says it's great to be back at the Valley.
For obvious reasons, I have very, very wonderful memories here, and it's great to be back, and it always is.
Cameron Waters has topped the timesheets in the second practice session ahead of the Gold Coast 500, and all-rounder Glenn Maxwell has been recalled to the Australian T20 squad for the 5-game series against India after overcoming a fractured wrist. That's sport. Now checking 5AA traffic.
2 crashes on the north-south motorway, one in Bolivar involving a car and truck near the Bolivar interchange, and the other in Dry Creek involving quite a few cars. It's near the Wingfield interchange with 2 outbound lanes out of action. Awful delays, avoid that if you can. Delays clearing from an earlier crash at Hallett Cove, Lonsdale Road near Barramundi Drive, and still got that breakdown to look out for at Crafers West for the drive home. Freeway up track near the tunnels. Camera, Military Road, West Lake Shore. Afterpay is now accepted at Ampol Foodery. Fill your tank and tap to pay it in 4 interest-free payments. T's and C's apply. Australian Credit Licence 527911. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Partly cloudy but no rain tonight, down to 14. Rain increasing in storms tomorrow, 25. Sunday, showers 21. Monday, cloudy and 20. Right now, it's 22 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, why fishers are divided over bag limits being halved as the algal bloom bites. The Pope and the King, 500 years of bad blood dissolved in the Sistine Chapel. Some of the NBA's biggest stars arrested over an alleged mafia-run betting scheme. And the gender pay gap, how it's shaping the super balances of Aussies. 9 News, your news. Night at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Summer's on the way. Beat the rush and organise your Walco pool blanket now. Keep your pool clean, warm and reduce evaporation. Uncover the savings with a Walco pool blanket. Visit walco.com.au.
One day you wake up and it's not so cold anymore. The sun is out. The air is warm. You ditch the overcoat for a linen shirt. You trade the pullover for a polo and swap the boots for the loafers. It feels like life is just beginning again. A fitting start to summer. For all the confidence under the sun, head to Peter Shearer.
Fuel cards, receipts. Why does managing a fleet feel like I'm building flat pack furniture? Without the instructions. Don't ask why, ask Wex. Wex Motor Pass is the one card that works for everything. No fuss, no piles of paperwork. Just streamlined fuel management across Australia. Finally, a fix that doesn't need an Allen key. Search Wex Motor Pass. Terms and conditions apply.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 7 minutes after 5. How good is a Friday? Still to come on the show tonight. We're going to talk to Adelaide United's new leader. He's a youngster, and they've got Monday night footy coming up against Macarthur this week. It's Ethan Allagich. He'll join us at 5:30. Terry McAuliffe on the big weekend of racing once again coming up from racing.com. Tez with his tips, plus your calls, 8223 0000 for that bottle of Rusden Blackgut Shiraz. We're asking, what's that band of sporting folk you would like to come back together? We'll get your calls very shortly. This man's being a part of one.
Well, the Port Adelaide coaching team is finalised. It's over, Rowey. Your opportunity is finished. You're not getting one. It is full. And the latest addition, well, it's a, what would you say, an old face with new tricks. It's Jacob Surgeon. Congratulations.
Thanks, boys. Much appreciated, my end. Really looking forward to it. Really excited about the opportunity the club has given me, and wanted to have me back, which is always nice as well.
Sent you a message. Welcome home. Does it feel like that?
Oh, 100% it does. Walking through the new doors, the new facility, and putting the polo on for the first time and looking in the mirror the other day, it was just like, wow, is this really happening? It was. I'm still got goosebumps to think that I'm working with Stewie Jew, Kari, Darren Reed, Andy Collins, and a lot of experienced guys. Luke Webster is pretty, unknown to South Australians. So fantastic coaching group, and I'm going to learn so much. And it's an absolute privilege, and I'm very grateful for the club for wanting to bring me back and be involved in this new era, which is Jay Carr.
How long was the process for you? No, Chris Davies. Who were you sort of doing the negotiations and talking with?
Mate, the process was really quick. Had a conversation with Kari. We had a coffee. Obviously, Tyson and Jason Williams had departed the club, and conversation happened really quick within a couple of days. Caught up with Richo, sort of negotiated things, and the rest is history. So from start to finish, it was in less than a week. Really grateful for the club for bringing me back and giving me the opportunity, and such a significant role to coach the Maggies in the SANFL. But the role in South Australia is just one of real prestige, and one that I'm really excited about. To work with the contractor players that we've got there, I've reached out to them and spoke to a couple of boys, and they're really excited to have me, which is great. And I just can't wait to get to work. There's a really positive feeling, a really good energy around the club, and hopefully I can help in and contribute in some small way.
Well, life's about timing. It just feels for me, for you, the perfect job, Serge, to coach the Maggies and do development. What else was on the cards? Because your name was way up there with my club, Nord, as GM of footy role. So you were obviously still keen to get back in the game.
Yeah, well, I love footy. I love the industry. And to be honest, I was probably thinking that I was out at some stage probably within the last few months. I thought maybe it's time to have a bit of a rest. 22 years in footy is a long time. And there's got to be more to life and more experiences that I can work outside. So I have agreed to do a little part-time gig, which probably my time at North Adelaide, I learnt that when you're in football, especially as a senior coach, you get really all consumed in the role. And I probably didn't have anything on the outside to take my mind off football. So I'm going to do some stuff which is going to help me take my mind off footy a little bit on my day off, which I'm really excited about. But I think the opportunity to go back to the club that I love, to work under the amazing coaching group that Josh and Richo and the guys that put together with, to be the midfield development coach as part of my role, and working under Stewie Jew, who's been a senior coach in his own right, was just something too good to pass up. And like I said to Josh, I'm extremely grateful to him, to Richo, and to the board at the footy club for wanting to bring me back and be involved in, which I think is going to hopefully be a real successful little period of time for us at the club.
Yeah, well, you earned that right, because your quality. Come on, share with us, what's the day off? Is it golf? Is it fishing? Is it fitting windscreens with me? Come on, what's this new interest?
I could come. I can come do some windscreens with you, but no, I'm not sure yet. I can't say too much, but it's going to be a little BDM role for a company. Hopefully hopefully they still want me back, and I love being around people and doing all that sort of stuff, which that's what it's going to be around. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can't say too much yet, but hopefully that will be all sort of ratified in the coming weeks. But my first focus and pure focus is helping develop the young Port Adelaide players that come through, but to win premierships. That's the number one thing that I'm all about, and that's what I want to do at the Maggies this year, and hopefully push to play finals and get after it.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine your philosophies on footy are much different to Joshy Carr, because you've worked together before, but you're the SANFL coach now. Will that have to 100% reflect and mirror what they're doing up with the AFL team, or you can put your own DNA on it?
Yeah, Josh and I probably haven't gone into that 100% detail, but I know that when we were at North Adelaide together, the league team plays like this, the reserves team plays like this, and I wouldn't have thought things would change too much. I would expect that the way the AFL team is playing is the way the SANFL team is going to play. Obviously, the SANFL style of football is a little bit different to AFL level, but there's got to be a little bit of to and fro in regards to the way we go about it. But I'm going to be pretty clear if the guys at the lower level, at SANFL level, want to get up there and play AFL, then they've got to play exactly the way that Josh wants to. So that's one thing that I'm really excited about. That's one thing that sort of drew me into wanting to do this role. And I'm looking forward to learning a new skill set and a different way to play. Josh has obviously come from Fremantle, and he's got his own views and philosophy of the game. So I'm looking forward to sort of learning again from him in a different style, but not just him, Andy Collins and Stu Jew, Luke Webster. A lot of those guys come with different IP, and I'm looking forward to learning from all those guys and developing myself along the way.
Serge, you went to North Adelaide. You coached the reserve successfully. You were with Josh in that premiership. You went to 2 grand finals as a senior coach. How is Jacob Surgeon different today than when he last was at Port Adelaide?
Oh, I'd like to. I'm a little bit greyer in the beard.
Ah, yes, noticed that in the presser.
Yeah. No, I think. Well, when I left, I was 31 or 32, 31, I think. So I think those years of maturity and going away and probably understanding the game a little bit more. When you come out of roles, you think you're ready to do something, but you're not. Like when I left Port, I felt like I could have coached an SANFL team straight away. I didn't get that opportunity.
Yep.
I had to go and work with Kari and understand, there's a lot more to this than just coaching, and there's the player management, there's the mentoring, there's a lot of things that go into it, and I was nowhere near ready for that. So going to coach the reserves and being head of development at North was an absolute godsend for me to develop myself and especially under Josh. And, when I took that role in 2020, the first year of COVID, I felt like I was ready to go, and I'm extremely grateful for North Adelaide for giving me that opportunity to develop myself. I hope they go well this year. I'm still really close with a lot of the boys down there, but I'm really looking forward to that first game at Prospect.
Is there anybody you don't know at Port Adelaide? You worked with Reva, Mitch Clisby come on board. Of course, you coached him, and as well as being one of your assistants, you've got, of course, Ewan McKinlay being picked up, Connor Rowey, the captain, Jordan Sweet. Mate, there's nobody there that you don't know.
Yeah, well, I've met Luke Webster a couple of times. Obviously, Dewey. I know basically all the coaches. I met Andy Collins for the first time today, which was really good. We had a really good conversation. And so he's probably the only one. But, yeah, there's, 8 years, nearly 9 years since I left, and there's still a lot of familiar faces around, which made me feel really comfortable, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm just extremely grateful, like I said, for the club giving me the opportunity, wanting me to be back and be involved in Josh Carr's coaching era, and something I'm really excited about.
Well, 6 months, since you finished that North Adelaide job, did you get a chance to clear your head and freshen up? Do you feel good?
Absolutely. No, I definitely got a chance to clear up. You do a lot of self-assessment when you're a coach in regards to what you could have done better, where you could have grown as a person, and I probably did a lot of that sort of stuff. I got some coaches to do some things that they felt like I could do better as well for me to grow in my coaching, but as a person as well. So, the feedback that those guys gave me was really good. But one thing I learned is you got to keep yourself busy, and you've got to have a passion. You've got to have something outside of footy that's going to keep your mind off footy when you can have a break. So on your day off, you need to be able to do things. And I probably felt like I didn't do that. I was all consumed in my job at North. So there's some things that I'll do differently this time round. But, yeah, really thankful and grateful and just looking forward to getting started, to be honest.
Have you ever watched the movie The Blues Brothers?
I have.
We're getting a band back together.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Hey, well,
feels a bit like that.
Well, it feels like. Well, Jay Carr was the seniors at North, and you were the twos, and now he's the seniors at the AFL, and you're at the Maggies. There's a bit of synergy there. I like it. The Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers, yeah. It'd be interesting to see which character's who, but
it's true.
Who's John Belushi?
Who's John Belushi?
Yeah, that's probably me.
Howard, the Blues Brothers.
So I couldn't say that was Carrie, but that's a great movie. That's actually one of the all-time classics.
Isn't it?
So,
ever?
Yeah, no, it is. It's one that I was really excited to work with Josh again, and something that made me feel really, really comfortable in going there and working with Reva. He's done an amazing job with the Bays, and 3 grand finals in 3 years is just incredible. And I think Luke Webster's won a couple of flags over in the Waffle with East Perth, one of the clubs that he coached over there as well. So the coaching group is really vast. I thought Jason Cripps and what those guys did in the trade period was great, bringing in Jacob Ware and young Durden, who I've really rated for a long time, even when I coached him when he was at Central. And Will Brody, I really liked him in his draft year. So the guys that went to work, they did a really good job, and I think there's a positive energy around the footy club at the moment.
Well, you just got to get Zach Butters signed, and then it's 3 from 3.
100%. So that's up to Cripper and all those blokes to do. But all we can do is provide a great environment for Zach wanting to stay, and we'll definitely do that.
Well done, Serge.
Well done, Serge. Congratulations on the role. It's going to be fantastic having you back at Alberton, and all the best with it.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Love your support over the years.
This is Jacob Surgeon, our guest, and I think so. I think it's
the band's back together.
The band's back together.
The Blues Brothers.
You know what? Let's hope we're in tune.
Yeah, well done.
Jacob Surgeon, our guest.
It's 19 minutes after 5. It'll be a lot of fun around the headquarters at Port Adelaide this year, no question. We'll get back to your call straight after this. Getting the band back together. Well, who would you get the band back together of? 8223 0000. Rusden Blackgut Shiraz up for grabs. Here's your roads.
Afternoon. 2 nasty crashes on the north-south motorway at the moment. One in Bolivar involving a car and truck near the Bolivar interchange, and the other in Dry Creek involving quite a few cars. It's near the Wingfield interchange. Actually got 2 outbound lanes out of action. Awful delays. Take it another way if you can tonight. Crash at Hallett Cove getting cleared. Lonsdale Road near Barramuddy Drive, and getting busy at Crafers West. That's for the freeway up track near the tunnels for a breakdown. Cameras the Esplanade Semaphore and Port Expressway at Gilman. Visit the Oakton Rise Display Village grand opening for a free family fun day. Explore display homes and enjoy free food, music, kids activities and more. Saturday, November 1 at Oakton Rise. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
She's inspired millions around the world, and now Oprah Winfrey returns to Australia in a brand new live event, Oprah in Conversation. This global trailblazer and cultural powerhouse will share her powerful story of resilient success and the life lessons that shaped her extraordinary journey. Don't miss Oprah, live at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, Saturday, December 6. Tickets on sale now at Ticketek, or for your chance to be there, keep listening to 5AA.
Who wants to go on a holiday? Dreaming of your next getaway? With travel options, the choice is yours. From powered sites for caravanners to holiday cabins, relaxing cruises and hotel escapes, there's something for everyone. And here's the best part. You bid the price you want to pay. With travel options, it's as simple as placing a bid, and if you are successful, hello holiday. Travelauctions.com.au or call 1300 656573. No hidden fees, just great deals.
When it comes to reducing pain and rebuilding strength, FIVEAA leaves nothing to chance. Our university-qualified health professionals don't just treat problem areas. They design personalised training programs using Swiss-engineered machines unique to FIVEAA. These machines safely isolate the affected area, test your strength, and help rebuild your muscles for a stronger, more active and healthier life. FIVEAA, building strength with precision in Norwood.
At Blackwell Funerals, we care about what matters most. When it comes to saying goodbye, we're here with compassion, dignity and support. Visit blackwellfunerals.com.au to learn more.
Now, we've all got our favourites in life, and gee, have we got one on Fridays? Rusden Blackgut Shiraz. We give one away for our best caller. We always do. And this is because we've been up to Rusden's and we've experienced all of it. It's just so good. The setup, the vines, the winemaking. He's got the big basket press out there as well. It is just a must-see and experience.
It is. His range is great. It's 7 generations of grape growing. Now they've got Christian, who's the winemaker, has since 1990, and makes some bold reds, some beautiful crisp whites, and Uncle Willie's port that, honestly, everyone that I get to taste it loves it.
Hey, what about the rosé? What's it called? Bet you don't know.
No.
The Poco Loco.
It is too, the Poco Loco. I knew that. No, I actually didn't know that. But it is. And look, it is brilliant. It's there for everyone. And as we say, if there's interstate guests or you've got a Christmas party or you're just going up for an end of football trip or a netball trip.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah. My daughter took a bus up and they loved it. Their hospitality's exquisite. Their wine even better. The region Vine Vale, just out of Tanunda, is just superb. It is an absolute gem. Our region is a gem, and so is the family. So treat yourself, get there, get to the cellar door. It's an experience. Make your next red a Rusden, make your next white a Rusden or a port or a
Rosé Poco Loco.
Rustamines.com.au.
Steinborner Automotive has always been well worth the trip. From 1 to 9 yards across the Barossa, Clare and, of course, Gawler. You can get new and demo Ford Rangers in Clare, Mitsubishi Outlanders, Hyundai Hybrids and Mazda CX-5 in Nuriutpa, Jack Utes in Gawler, plus over 300 certified used vehicles in stock. Head to one of Steinborner's 9 locations or view the whole range at steinborner.com.au. Steinborner Automotive. It's well worth the trip.
Go Harvey Norman. Bonus gift cards with selected appliances in-store and online now. Buy the new Breville Oracle Dual Boiler Coffee Machine and receive a bonus $300 gift card. Or a Hisense 483-litre French door fridge and receive a bonus $100 gift card. Buy selected home entertainment and receive a bonus gift card up to $650. Best brands, best range and bonus gift cards. There's more in store at Harvey Norman. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 minutes after 5 on this Friday night. Adelaide United's Ethan Allagich to join us soon, and Terry McCauley from racing.com. But we want to give away a bottle of Rusden Wine Black Guts Shiraz to our best caller tonight. We're getting the band back together, Blues Brothers style.
Sporting teams that were great. They went away, then they've come back.
Yeah.
And it's on the back of Joshy Carr and Serge getting together. So one's going to coach the A's and the other one the B's, so to speak. I had a suggestion. It was Malcolm Blight. Conquered and soared at Geelong, came back. Justin Reid, Bill Sanders.
John Reid. Went up and got him, and Bill Sanders was a big part of that. All the Woodville connections.
Yeah.
And the Adelaide Crows got him back. And
we've had some mighty
worked out all right.
suggestions. Who was the Carlton bloke that said, Vossi's now got CD and he's got Pokey
and he wants to put butters in it. Oh, cheeky bugger.
The band back together, Caesar.
I reckon it'd be good to get Jackson's 5 back together and make it come and play Can You Feel It? That's in front of your radio station there for you, Rowey.
Caesar,
it's very
I am
well
led
played.
to believe that we have a review like every good team does at the end of the season. And let me tell you, Can You Feel It will never be played under my lips and my guys again.
Really?
Ever. I don't care if they win the flag.
Have you found that lid yet, Rowey?
Nah,
Found the lid?
you I have actually. It's fair, square, sideways up. You know what?
That's so funny.
Will not happen again.
Very funny.
Some good learn. No, didn't we not have a good team meeting about it?
We did have a good team meeting
and there
about
was some failings, weren't there?
And Caesar was touching on exactly those failings.
So Can You Feel It? Rest in peace.
That's it.
It's over.
Done. Never played again.
There you go.
Hey, I've matured.
Hey, all good things come to an end.
They do.
Oh, they do. They were a good time.
Let's go to Flinders Park. G'day, Paul.
G'day, Stephen and Timmy. My mind is thinking racing. This is the racing season, and I'm thinking Darto, Tan, Tim Nan, Bart Cummings, and Harry White.
Oh, jockey Harry.
Bart Cummings, 12 Melbourne Cups. Harry White, 4, equal record.
Wow.
And Darto, Tan, Chim Nam, what a wonderful a Malaysian owner of horses, and virtually got Bart Cummings out of the red when he overcommitted in buying horses and couldn't sell them. And Darto came to the rescue and was one of his greatest supporters. And really, Bart owed his success in latter years to Darto. But Harry White, what a magnificent long distance
jockey,
judge of horse racing, and to win 4 Melbourne Cups, magnificent. So that's my 3.
Paul, very good, and great. Great historic knowledge there too.
I could just about give him the Rusden Black Guts, because that's going to be hard to be beaten, because it's racing season. He themed it. He had the owner, he had the trainer, and he had the jockey.
Paul,
that is a great band.
Put it this way, he's just turned the corner and he's in front.
Okay. What's it, hand and heels? What's the saying?
Hand and heels when you're
up
and
you
that's
just
right.
Couple little whips. How many whips are you allowed in the last furlong? 2?
Yeah.
3?
No, I think it's only 4 or 5 in the last 200. I think it is. A lot of jockeys get suspended for going over the top. Yeah. So.
What didn't they used to? What are they called? They're not called a pacifier. What are they called? an attractant. What's the whip called? They call it something else now.
An enthusiast?
Well, something like that. If there's a horse lover there, what do they call it now? Whatever. Hello there, David.
How you going, guys?
Hey, Dave.
Good on you. I've been listening to the show this afternoon, and I think I can cover most points you've tried to bring to the public, so I hope you can bear with me.
Okay.
And first one, Rowey, it's called a shillelagh. Okay, that's the way it's called a shillelagh. All right.
The which called a what?
Shillelagh.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Okay, now, first thing I'd like to say, 2020 has taken over 50 ODI games. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it smashed it. You know, like 50 games, like when we grew up, Tim, and you know what I mean?
Yes.
If I would make 200, I'd be pretty happy with that. But
Correct.
these days, it's all finished. You know, smaller grounds, bigger bats. You know what I mean? It's just, so the 2020 game has taken over 50 ODIs. Okay, that's right, I think. Okay, secondly, I'd like to say that the Richo, the gentleman about the racing, he's on the money because Cox Plate's the best race in the country by a mile. You know, you had a horse called Week, won 4 in a row. You had a horse called Kingston Town, won 3 in a row. You know, that is big money, great horses to do that sort of event. And the Cox Plate, I'm a racing nut, and I know a bit about racing. To me, Melbourne Cup's nothing. Melbourne Cup's just long horse runners, you know, and in the Melbourne Cup you have probably about 5 horses that compete at the end. It's just sad, but that's just the way it is, okay?
Yep.
All right, okay. Now I'd like to say also the gentleman talked about India going nuts at the crowd. India don't have much to support. They have cricket and they have hockey. Us as Aussies, we are so blessed. We have the AFL football. We have champion teams in the country around the world that play sport. We have champion sports people that compete at the world best. I think we get a bit, you know, like we watch the cricket, yeah, that's okay, but we've got the AFL, you know what I mean? We've got a lot to enjoy our time with. And India, I don't think, have that as much as that. That's why I think they enjoy their cricket as much as they do, which is fantastic.
And David, the thing about that is there's 2 billion of them.
Yeah. And they're
That's a fair
very
number.
passionate about it.
What are we, 28 million yet? Are we 29?
Oh, 27.
Are we? Yeah,
I
well,
think
there
we
you
hover
go.
around that.
Yeah, we're
so-
not even a city.
Yeah. But
27.
There you go.
There you go. We're not even, there's nearly 2 billion of them.
Thanks to all our texters.
Yeah, they've flown in and several of them, so thank you very much. But the name you were looking for, it's called the Persuader.
That's what I was looking for.
Yep. Leith, Enzo, Sean, Sam,
Thank you.
Filthy. We've got so many,
Love
Tony.
our listeners, Persuader. That's
Great job.
Thank you.
We've got Ethan Allegich, who's coming up next from Adelaide United.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the news headlines. The Adelaide Women's Prison is in lockdown after an inmate was bashed this morning. Phillies is helping out staff impacted by the latest developments at Spring Gully Foods. Senator Jackie Lambie won't be in Parliament for the final sitting weeks of the year as she prepares to undergo spinal surgery. And in sport, Port will be playing for their first ever AFLW showdown win at the parade tonight. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Got 2 nasty crashes on the north-south motorway, one at Bolivar involving a car and a truck near the Bolivar interchange, and another in Dry Creek involving quite a few cars. It's near the Wingfield interchange, 2 outbound lanes out of action. Delays are awful. Avoid that whole area tonight. Crovers West a breakdown to look out for the freeway up track near the tunnels, and still really slow going at the moment for the drive home through the east end of the Parklands due to Partells Road being closed for the Harvest Rock Festival. Camera this afternoon at Port of Expressway at Gilman. The network insights and resources for what's next. Next starts at the Australian Institute of Company Directors, aicd.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, no rain tonight, down to 14. Rain increasing in storms tomorrow, 25. Right now it is 22 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
As of the 1st of November, a 50% reduction in bag and boat limits for recreational fishing in the Gulf St Vincent Kangaroo Island fishing zone.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
Prime Ministry's Minister Claire Scriven.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
We didn't want to stop all recreational fishing, but this is us trying to use the evidence that we have to come up with that right balance for sustainability of our fish stocks, also supporting businesses.
5AA Breakfast. Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Did you know that over 1 million Australians live with type 2 diabetes? That's why CMAX Clinical Research is conducting a clinical trial involving a new potential treatment for this condition. If you're aged 18 to 65 and generally healthy, you could be eligible to participate. You'll spend a total of 6 nights at CMAX on 2 occasions, attend 1 visit and get paid for your time. Interested in taking part? Register your details at cmax.com.au. That's cmax.com.au.
They say one of life's biggest decisions is buying a home, but sometimes the hardest one is leaving it. At Anglicare SA, we're here to help you stay where you belong. We offer support for everyday things like cleaning, gardening, cooking, but are also experts in care management, allied health and clinical nursing. Because we believe there is no place like home. And with the right support, there is no reason to leave it. Find out more at Anglicare SA. You are at home.
Hi, it's Wayne from Wayne Phillips Kia. Did you know that we're not only SA's most awarded Kia dealership, but we're the experts in novated leasing and salary sacrificing. So we take care of everything all under the one roof. So not only do you save thousands on a new Kia EV, but you can lower your tax and running costs. Right now, we're packaging up exclusive bonus offers just for EV buyers. Drive smarter, save smarter, and make the switch to electric today with Wayne Phillips Kia. Visit us at South Road, Ranella, or at waynephillipskia.com.au.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. The Excelsior Hotel has 20% seniors discount on meals 12 till 3 Monday to Friday and all day weekends. The Excelsior Hotel Brompton feels like coming home, but better. Disco Fever is coming in hot Sunday, November 9 at the Capri Theatre with live music from Love Soul Deep, followed by a screening of Saturday Night Fever. Book now.
Fuel cards, receipts. Why does managing a fleet feel like I'm building flat pack furniture? Without the instructions. Don't ask why, ask Wex. Wex Motor Pass is the one card that works for everything. No fuss, no piles of paperwork, just streamlined fuel management across Australia. Finally, a fix that doesn't need an Allen key. Search Wex Motor Pass. Terms and conditions apply.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 minutes to 6. Terry McAuliffe coming up soon with some tips from racing.com. How about this for a highlight from the first round of the A-League?
DeCooley, it's a good run. Oh, it's a great finish. Ethan Allegage. He went and got the ball deep, found DeCooley, continued his run, and then beat Devon Ishmaels. All ends up at the near post.
Yeah, it was a sensational start to the season. They won 2-1. Of course, a late goal to Sydney in about the 91-minute mark, but Adelaide United had control of the game and looked fantastic. And this young man certainly making an impact for the Reds. Ethan Allegage, welcome.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it was an exciting night, wasn't it, to come with a new look, a new coach, 11,700-odd fans packed the stadium. It was a really good start, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And, it was a fantastic night at Cooper's. Fans were unbelievable, and it's always good to get a win first game of the season.
But look, mate, I think you've played 57 A-League games. It's a number that, they reckon the first 50 are the hardest. Do you feel like you've broken the back of it now and you're comfortable at the level?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable. And I think, coming in as a young player, it's never easy to bridge the gap between youth football and then going into senior football. But I think I'm finding it a bit more comfortable and finding my game a bit better.
You in the leadership group, Ethan?
Yes.
Yeah, how's that? How are you taking on to that responsibility?
Not bad at 21.
I know, it's bloody good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, me and Panna are both in there a bit younger, and I think it just gives us a bit more extra responsibility. And I guess it's a bit easier for maybe the other younger players to come and talk to us because we've been in the same position as them.
Ethan, I know it's only one game and we can tend to get ahead of ourselves up here in the FIVEAA commentary room, but it gives real confidence, I think, to the players and just reinforces to your new coaching group that we're on the right track and this is starting to work.
Yeah, I mean, again, as you said, it's only been one game. We can't get too ahead of ourselves, but it's good to see the work we've put in pre-season to get a result the first game. We've just got to keep building, and then MacArthur's going to be another tough game, so we've just got to keep doing the right things and hopefully the results go our way.
That's Monday. Then you got Auckland also away. Did anything surprise you with the win on Friday against Sydney? Was there something you thought as a team and as a leader you went, wow, fellas, this looks good, let's keep doing this?
I don't know. I think it was just, the way we prepared ourselves. We were very, we knew what we wanted to do, and I think we just executed it really well. So I don't think we were really surprised about how we did. I think we were very confident in what we were doing, and I think the results showed that.
I tell you what, their keeper, he kept us out early in that first half, Devonish Mears. I thought he had a couple of cracking saves.
He did make some good saves.
He did, didn't he? And we spoke to our keeper, Schmitter, after the game. You know what he said? He said, yes, he did make some good saves. He said, but I shook his hand and said, I will keep the 3 points.
He did too.
Is he a bit of a character?
I'm not surprised. Yeah, he's a great guy to have in the change room, and he's been very good since coming here.
Who do you reckon he sounds like?
Bart. Bart, Julian, all sound the same.
Well, you might be a bit too young. Do you know Arnie Schwarzenegger?
I do. He did say that you guys.
That was Rowey. He made him say, "I'll be back."
On the plane to MacArthur, just get him to say, "I'll be back."
I'll do that.
He was fantastic. He had a bit of fun with us. He was great. The only thing I will say, Ethan, is that the only one he had no idea about was your goal. And I know we played it in the opening of your interview, but that was a cracker. He had no time to get his arm up.
It wasn't a bad finish. I think near post, maybe not expecting it, but I'm glad to see it go in.
Gee, mate, it was what? If you said percentage of the goal, it would have been about 5%. That was a cracking shot, mate. Well played.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Excellent. I was going to say that it's a good start, but to follow it up away is probably a bigger challenge, isn't it?
What was that, sorry?
It's a good start, but to follow it up with an away win is probably a bigger challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I think last year, we got more wins away than we did at home. So we were good away from home, but it's never easy to go away and get 3 points, especially somewhere like MacArthur. It's a hard place to play, so hopefully we can have the same performance we did the other night.
It was good to see Yaya DeCooley start and really showed, I think, one, he's got that incredible pace about him, but he showed that I think he's going to be a real asset for us. And it was amazing to hear some of the players that, like, so many of you have grown up sort of playing together.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always good to see Yaya, out there playing. And I think he's a very, very good player and he can go to a very high level. And I think he's due to have a big season and I expect him to have a big season.
And what do you expect from MacArthur? Have you scouted them? Do you really have forward scouts and see what they did round one? And
we always look at our opponents, what their strengths and weaknesses might be as any team, as they would do to us as well. And it's just about finding how you can maybe expose them, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and then we've just got to have a game plan that's ready for that.
Okay. So, again, I know it's only one game and you're in the leadership group. Describe to me in a sentence or two how you want Adelaide United to play under your new coaching regime. And when I watch it, what do you hope I see?
Well, I think exciting football. I think we're going to be a disciplined team, gets results, and we can, I think we've got the potential to go a long way. And if we can, play our football, which is an attacking brand, I think we can be a very good team.
Yeah. Under Carl, God, when we got it together, we could score quickly and multiple goals, Ethan. You'd agree with that, but we were a little bit leaky down back. Have we fixed the leaky down back, do you think?
Well, when people say leaky at the back, I think people forget defending. The ball starts at the other end of the pitch. So it's not just a defending problem. It's a whole team effort, and I think this year we're going to be better at that. And I think we've worked on it, so I think we should expect to be a lot better in that area.
All right, well, I take that back. I blame the defenders, I blame the keepers, and I throw my blooming red hat out on the... You're right, it is. You defend as a team. Spot on, Ethan.
That's where it starts.
Good lad.
Hey, Ethan, a lot of players coming through Adelaide United, and we know that we've developed incredible young talent here, and it's gone overseas and had its successes as well. Have you ever been approached as yet?
Not yet, no, but I'm not too fussed about that. I mean, I'm here to play for Adelaide United. I'm contracted for another 3 or 4 years, and that's all I'm worried about at the moment.
Well done.
Yeah, well, that's all we're worried about as well. So that's why we'd ask a question, making sure you're staying at home. Hey, look, it's a great start to the season.
Well done, Ethan.
A 2-1 win at home. We'll always take that. You got Macarthur on Monday. You follow it up with Auckland away. And then I think you're back home for that Friday night on the 7th. Which
we are.
Yeah, we're going to come down. We're going to bring the show down, Heath. We're going to bring the show down and do it live from Cooper Stadium on the Friday night.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
All right, buddy. We'll shout out to you.
All right, thank you.
Good man. Well played. Ethan Allegich, young player in the leadership group at Adelaide United, scored a sensational goal, but was probably up there with the best of our players on the night.
Very, very good. Excuse my ignorance.
Yes, sir.
Where's Macarthur?
At New South Wales.
I thought it was. So is that above Gosford or below?
Yeah, roundabout.
Yeah. I need to Google. What did we do? What did we do yesterday?
It was
we asked a question on
when we had the Adelaide Lightning.
Mrs.
Serena.
Missouri. She was from Missouri,
correct.
And I thought she was down south.
Yes,
and then you named the three
states around
that surround, and I thought that was impressive.
Impressive, yeah.
But Mr. Google got me that.
Oh my goodness! It is 16 minutes to 6. Let's check your roads.
G'day there. She's a first-class schmozzle on the north-south motorway tonight. 2 crashes to deal with, one in Bolivar involving a car and truck near the Bolivar interchange, and the other one in Dry Creek involving quite a few cars near the Wingfield interchange with 2 outbound lanes out of action. Delays are horrendous. Avoid that whole area if you can tonight. Breakdown at Crowthers West getting cleared. The freeway uptrack near the tunnels and slow through the east end of the park lanes. Bartels Road closed for the Harvest Rock Festival. Camera, First Street, Gawler South. This Saturday only, shop 20% off store-wide, in-store and online at Rebel. Ends November 25, 11:59 p.m. AEDT. Applies to regular or clearance price. Exclusions, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
From the coast to the outback, if you're planning a road trip, Ned McHenry will help you get there. Join Ned every Thursday at 11 a.m. with Graham Goodings for On the Road with Ned. Thanks to Travel Auctions. Dreaming of a bargain holiday? Bid the price you want to pay. Travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
City Discount Tires. Get saving this month at City Discount Tires. When you buy 3 Wild Peak AT3W all-terrain tyres, you'll get the 4th tyre free. The perfect tyre for your next adventure. City Discount Tires are a proud multi-tyre and wheel brand retailer offering great service at great prices. Visit citydiscounttires.com.au to find your nearest store. City Discount Tires. We're driven by value. City Discount Tires.
Living with diabetes? Ditch finger pricks with Freestyle Libre, the wearable sensor that monitors glucose levels straight to your phone. Trial it now for only $15 at freestylelibre.com.au. T's and C's apply. Follow directions for use.
Still thinking about a sea change? Think Oakford Homes in Counter Bay. New stage released and selling fast. A variety of block sizes available in a friendly community with brand new low maintenance homes plus the beach close by. Affordable packages, no surprises. Move in now or invest for the future. Fixed price turnkey packages, flat land ready to build. Don't miss out. New stage now released. Visit our display village at Encounter Bay. Oakford Homes, a statement of quality. oakfordhomes.com.au.
The Kia Tasman reviews from car expert Irene.
That is ridiculous. Unbelievably good in terms of stopping distance.
But don't believe the experts? Test drive a Tasman today. Tasman, the best you've never driven.
Kia, movement that inspires. Our nurses and midwives are at breaking point. Every day we help South Australians through their most vulnerable moments. But right now we're being pushed to the limit with feelings of burnout, fatigue and being undervalued. Respectful wages and safe working conditions are about valuing us and also ensuring there are enough nurses and midwives to provide the care you deserve. Support those who care for you. Visit respectnursesandmidwives.com. Authorised by Elizabeth DeBars, ANMFSA, Ridleyton, South Australia.
Australians deserve a stronger pharmaceutical benefits scheme, one that is faster, fairer and fit for the future. Did you know it has been 30 years since the PBS was reviewed? In that time, science and medicines have made significant advancements, but our process for getting Australians access to these advancements is letting us down. If you would like to do your part to help all Australians waiting to access critical medicines, simply visit strongerpbs.com.au today.
The FIVEAA Travel Expo is back this Sunday. It's the biggest and best travel event in Adelaide, hosted by Adelaide, with over 60 worldwide tour operators, cruise lines, airlines and travel experts. Enjoy inspiring travel talks, early bird discounts, one-day only deals, booking bonuses, including a glass of bubbles. Plus, win one of 5 incredible holiday prizes. The FIVEAA Travel Expo this Sunday at the Adelaide Convention Centre. Entry is free. Register at pht.com.au.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 11 minutes to 6. Very soon, about an hour's time, we'll be heading to Norwood Oval. AFLW Showdown 4 between the Crows and Power. 2 rounds left of the home and away season. So we'll find out where these teams sit with their finals hopes both on the line at the moment. Crows sitting just inside the 8. They need a win.
Crowies.
And the Port Adelaide Footy Club, well, they need to win both their games to make sure they go through. Right now, though, let's do this.
Timmy and Terry's tips.
Terry McCauley for racing.com. Great day last week, Terry.
A massive accident on the expressway. They're still half an hour away. The horse is here, but he's with Gluey. Who is he with? He's with Gluey and Darts.
Hang on, I reckon Terry's not quite ready for us.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. He's given us a traffic report.
He gave us a traffic
Let's
report,
stay with him.
Does sound like
Tez,
there's an accident on the expressway.
Yeah, sorry, boys.
Where's the accident on the expressway? Can you give us a report?
On the expressway heading towards Gawler. I just got a message from my son, Charlie, who's on his way to the track to see Air Assault run for the Andrew Glewis stable in the Cup, which is race 7. We're up to race 6.
Okay.
They're just at the gates now for race 6. But the horse is here. That's the main thing. The horse is here safe and well. He's ready to go. Air Assault.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
But the accident was on the Southern Expressway or the Northern?
Yeah, the Northern Expressway. Sorry.
Right. Out to Gawler.
Okay.
All right. We'll steer clear of that and drive carefully. All right, Tez, the Cox Plate. We had Richo on from Channel 7. He said it's the best 2 minutes of sport in any sport in Australia.
Well, it's my favourite race, Dave. The Cox Plate is normally for the best horse in Australasia will win it. We saw Winks win it 4 times. Kingston Town won it 3 times. So You Think, who we lost this week, he passed away the race. So You Think he won it twice and then went overseas. He probably would have won 3 or 4 as well. But for mine, it is the race that depicts, the greatest horse in Australia. FIVEAA Sistina last year was amazing. Not quite sure she's in that sort of form this year, but it's going to be a great race. A small field. FIVEAA Sistina will run the favourite, but I think her stablemate Aliana's the way I'm going to go. I'm going to back Aliana each way. I reckon she will definitely run top 3. And I think the other really strong winning chance is the Queenslander, Antino.
Wow. So what was the one?
Aliana.
Aliana.
Stablemate.
A stablemate.
What about mine, Buckaroo?
Oh.
Yeah, and that's a stablemate of FIVEAA Sistina as well. So Chris Wallace got 3 great chances. Look, Buckaroo wouldn't shock me at all, Rowey. I think he can certainly win it as well. There's no doubt his best is good enough.
Well, Richo said it's got as much chance as winning from a scratching.
Well, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked.
Right. I reckon it's
he
an
gave
outsider.
us nepotism as an each way.
He did.
Yeah, the 3-year-old trained by the John Hawkes and his boys, Wayne and Michael. I'm happy to go against the 3-year-old this year, nepotism, but got to respect the Hawks team and, of course, be a bit of a South Australian flavour, I guess, if nepotism could win.
Well, there you go. Last week, Terry, I was, what would you say? I bought a mate a birthday present and we went to the Winning Post restaurant. And I've got to say, I had a cracking day. The host there, Kumar, is just a legend. He's been there for a long time, and he runs it unbelievably, and it's such a great experience. The staff are awesome, and it was just such a good day sitting on that winning post all day. And I saw a few of our winners come in, Terry. Shady
we found
Thinker
a few last week.
Yeah, Shady Thinker got up. My Murph got up as well. So what else did we have? I reckon we had one more winner.
I found a winner there last week, and you've forgotten mine.
Yes, I have. And it was good too. It was a good winner.
I'm flicking back through my form to see if I can find it.
Yeah, but it was
in my pages of notes.
Because I reckon Johnny Kelton's was Shady Thinker.
He liked Shady Thinker.
Yeah,
he liked Shady Thinker.
Yours got up and mine got up.
Guru Warrior was mine.
That's it, Guru Warrior. And so, I reckon we got 3 winners, one each.
Oh, well, all due credit yourselves.
Well, this is why I'm encouraging others to.
You're just a pair of blind squirrels.
Well, we're at Morphettville again tomorrow. So what do we like?
All right.
Well, I think the first 3 favourites will win. Race 1, number 1, Planted Baron.
Right.
Race 2, number 2, Aruga Mama. And race 3, number 1, Act Natural. None of them are going to be big prices, but I think they'll all win to give us a bit of a head start into Cox Plate Day. My best roughie there tomorrow is race 7, number 2, Longer Route. It actually ran in the Gawler Cup last year and ran nearly favourite. So second up tomorrow, it's got a really good second up record. I think it's got a good chance at about $10, race 7, number 2, Longer Route.
Well played.
Can you say that name again?
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Route.
Correct.
The Americans say route. We say
route. It's related
route.
to another horse, Perfect Route. They're half.
Tez.
True.
Yes.
Oh, you open the door, walk through it, Tez. The little juveniles like me. I am giggling my guts out.
Well, this is unbelievable. I'm going race 4, number 1. This is my win bet, Sir Now. It's been so good to me. I know it hasn't.
Such a good horse.
Hasn't won its last 2 starts, but it's been good to me before that. So I'm going to back it again.
He's got a great record. He's got 7 wins from 15 starts.
Wow.
Absolute beauty.
He's a ripper and paying all right too, around the $4 mark. So happy with that for my winner. But my each way is race 5, number 2, Hot Statement.
And I'm with you. I tipped it last night on Get On SA as well. I think it's got a terrific chance each way. The favourite's going to be Battle of the Ice, number 1, for former South Aussie, Lloyd Kennewell. Been training in Victoria for a good number of years now, but he's sending Battle of the Ice over. But I think Hot Statement, he was really good winning first up, and I think the stable have got a pretty good opinion of him. So I'm with you, Tim. I think it's a good each-way chance, Hot Statement.
Well, I reckon we've got a nice little race day tomorrow at Morphettville there, Terry. I really do appreciate time. 3 winners last week. What better can you do? Well, we'll do 4 tomorrow. There you go.
Have a great weekend, boys.
You too, buddy. That is Racing.com's Terry McCauliffe for all your Morphettville needs.
Gawler Cup.
Yeah.
Now, if you're driving there, that Northern Expressway, that apparently is a prang. Just watch the signs, take your time, steer clear. Be patient getting through there, but the Gawler Cup, there'll be a magic night for that tonight.
Yeah, so the Gawler Cup is at 6:24, so about a half hour away. It's an 8-race card, so the last race at 6:54. So if you want to get on, there you go.
Do they have lights at Gawler?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have lights.
Oh, good. They're going to need it.
6:54. I think the sun's setting about 7:20, so
bit of
twilight.
Yeah.
Bit of twilight.
Yeah,
it'll be nice.
It'll be lovely.
We're going to give away the bottle of Rusden's.
Yes,
we
please.
are.
The Rusden Black Gut Shiraz. No, I've got the winner.
Well, go for it, because I reckon we've all got it. Same one.
Yeah, the bloke that rung up about the horse.
Bart Cummings, Harry White.
That's it. Yeah.
That was Flinders Park, Paul.
Well done, Paul.
There you go.
Well, you wrote it down. That's a professional. You've got the Rusden Black Gut Shiraz. Get out there. Rusden Black Guts.
Yeah.
Home.
Yeah, now with just a little staff soiree about to happen. A couple of drinks.
Are you performing?
Will we have any black guts out there?
No shortage for you.
I perform better on it.
Yeah. Well, I actually always have one in my bottom drawer, as you know, because you never know when a listener's going to come up to the third floor and say, Rowey, owes me
remember
money.
You shouldn't have told anyone that, because the staff are out there waiting. They know where your desk is and where your bottom drawer
I
is.
don't think staff would steal.
Oh, they're very, very careful, responsible here.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, Timmy, if you get a bit dry in the gills, you can
I could
go to the bottom drawer.
That'd be great. Thank you.
It's been good fun. It's 3 minutes to 6 news coming up. The footy a little bit later. That'll be starting at 6:45.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
The Phil Hoffman Travel Expo